For what we know. What's going on, everybody? What's happening? How's everybody doing? It's your man's Tony D, aka the Random Multi-Broadcaster. I was going to talk football, but a couple of people didn't show up. So I got my man, Fine Man Rich, over here for the morning coffee, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, Rumble Studio, 0600 AM. We're just going to shoot the proverbial. Rich, how you doing, my guy?
I am doing very good, Tony. My brother, veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster, getting the notifications of the broadcast here. Good to be here on this Sunday morning. That may not necessarily about football, but it's a general discussion. The random blab, if you want to say, but it's always good to be up here on the broadcast with you. I am doing fine.
Appreciate it. It's been a minute. That's the off season.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks. Yeah. I know you've been busy and. I've been busy. We just finished up a week's worth of a do-it-yourself renovation project with the ceiling up here in the dining room and stuff. Look, making the missus really happy. I got a shitload of brownie points.
I was really about to get on this guy's case.
Oh, there he is. He finally shows up.
I had a phone call. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm wondering how I'm going live, and this joker goes live when I go live. You ain't hacking my stuff. I'll be on your ass. I just want to let you know. Okay.
You good?
I'm about to be better. How you go live when you ain't even on here is what I want to know.
We're here together.
But you wasn't here yet.
No, I was on a phone call. I had to.
You hadn't even joined in backstage yet. How did that happen?
What do you mean?
I literally went live. Rich went live, and then you went live on my broadcast. I'm like, how was Mike live and he ain't even here?
I wasn't live.
Yeah, your Twitter popped up. Seriously.
What?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
What did you do? See my room?
No, literally. When I went live right before you popped up, right before you even came backstage, you went live on this broadcast.
Weird. Okay, so are we on right now?
No, we're backstage still. What's happening?
It says live right here. I see it.
I'm just making sure. Holy smokes, this joker here, boy. Mike, you wasn't here, so I was just going to make this a random broadcast more than anything, but we can talk football, we can talk current events, we can talk basketball. Okay. I say we go for it. It is the NFL offseason. There isn't a lot. There has been a few highlights. I'm going to let Rich have the floor first because I know he wanted to holler about the SpaceX, and actually I saw he was watching the SpaceX takeoff and landing and the mishaps. Rich, finish with what you was going to say, please, sir.
Well, they had the launch of SpaceX's Starship flight test number 8. They've had 8 of these, and you're talking about a huge rocket that got off the ground, and just like on Flight 7, they had a mishap with the Starship. That's the upper portion, the actual spacecraft. The heavy booster was able to came down, and they got it with the Godzilla arms there, and that's great because that's reusable. It's not disposable. It's not dumped in the ocean, so there's a lot of money savings in that aspect, and they've got that down pat. But on the Starship side, they had 2 incidents, Flight 7 and this past Flight 8, where 8 minutes into the flight, they something happened, and they're not sure if they terminated this one. Because it came down in a lot of pieces. It just started going in a tumble, and once it does that, it loses its altitude and comes crashing down into the atmosphere and into the ocean there off the Caribbean. So they're checking that. FAA is not too pleased with SpaceX, but I don't think they've ever been pleased with SpaceX. That's the nature of getting these rockets up. Sometimes you're going to have mistakes and. As such, and so I've been live streaming that because I'm a space nut. I love space nuts, and I think that's a good thing to do. And there's other people that like watching it. There's a lot of information out there and stuff, but I broadcast it. It's sort of an extra broadcast for me over there on Rumble Studio, using Rumble Studios and the like. And but it's just fascinating. It's the technology at the cutting edge. Everybody says, "Oh, the iPhone, okay, that's high technology," but this stuff being done by SpaceX with the Starship, this rocket ship is huge. Mm-hmm. It's the largest rocket ever built by man, and just to get that thing off the ground up into space, even for like a quarter of an orbit, because they've had previous tests going up and land, and that's all part of their process of
Yes, it is.
to make a eventually a safe platform for man to fly to the moon, and then eventually this is the ship that's going to take us to Mars.
So I have one question.
Go.
One question for
I got
Rich.
one too.
Rich,
So you know, I got one too.
don't you find it interesting that Trump and Elon are best buds now?
They've always been good friends, the president and Elon Musk.
Yeah. The other thing I find really interesting is he's in the midst of launching this insanely beautiful phone that's going to be about $600 with cutting edge cameras on it. So he really wants to rule the world, kind of like Tears for Fears.
I think using that term "rule," I don't agree. I think he wants to improve humanity with what he's doing. I don't think he wants to rule. He has not shown any indication that he wants to rule. He just wants to improve things. And if you look at his two companies, Tesla and SpaceX, they're state of the art, high performance. They do have issues just like any other any other.
Good morning, Sam. How you doing?
And I could say that for a fact after having worked at IBM when I got out of the service for 9 years. There's always issues that pop up and stuff, but you try to overcome those, and that's what's happened for him. He's a very forward-thinking man, but I don't think everybody that I don't know. I don't see it as him wanting to rule the world. I think he wants to improve things, and he's in a position where he can, along with my President Donald J. Trump.
Now Trump is definitely trying to rule the world.
I disagree with that.
I strongly
I disagree with that.
Looking for a dictatorship.
People have to realize, watching this, just for full disclosure, Michael is a Canadian. I'm in the United States. I'm here in the United States. So I'm going to just leave it at that. But I would just say I disagree, and I don't really wish to go on any further discussion in that down that avenue.
Tony, you had a comment. Tony, you wanted to say something, sir?
No, I'm good. I want to let no family. We're going to get to that in a minute. Please continue, gentlemen.
No,
Rich, that we are now promoting only Canadian products in the grocery stores.
I saw that.
Well, that's you well within the right. It's every country has every right to do that. Okay, so I would say that the United States is doing just what every other country is doing. It's just that there's other countries that have taken a free ride off of the United States' back, and there's concrete evidence of that when you look at the dollars that are going out. As a taxpayer, I'm like, are you serious?
Oh, they've been supporting Canada for years, especially military-wise.
You guys are good friends. I'm not gonna dish Canada, even though we had our little differences. The booing party on both sides on a recent hockey game and stuff. That's all good fun when you look at it after a long term. But Canada's always been a great friend, a good friend, a very strong ally, and we have our differences, and I think they'll be worked out, just like other things and stuff like that. But
are we talking about our relationship, Fireman Rich, or are we talking about the relationship between Canada and the States?
Our relation's solid, but you know how I am. You know me long enough where you use certain words, I have to respond to that. That's not necessarily so, in my opinion. That is based on my opinion. Okay,
your humble opinion. I get it.
A lot, yeah, humble.
Yes.
Opinion, yeah. So, but,
humble opinion.
Over there on TikTok, I want to say, hey, Kalila, how you doing, lady? How are you doing? Thank you for coming through. Sharing this out. I'm actually about to focus back on here and checking all the platforms, making sure I get all notifications.
Can I throw something into the
you
slide
already
here?
threw something into the mix. You just hold on one damn second. You already
had a question there, Mike.
Yeah.
Go for it, brother. Go for it. Sorry.
Someone wants to know what's going on with the football season. Gentlemen, your thoughts on what's going on in the offseason in the NFL, if you do not mind. Now they're both quiet. Unbelievable.
No.
Well, it's been sort of flat. It's been flat as far as that goes. So
I don't think it's flat.
Well, compared to other things that are going on, like with basketball, and I don't know if you want to say it's exciting to see football players getting pulled over and they getting arrested for DUIs and stuff.
That is exciting, but not the excitement that I'm thinking of.
Okay, what excitement are you talking about, Michael? I'm curious.
I'm super excited to see if New York is going to give our dear friend another chance.
Which one?
Aaron Rodgers. That is the speculation.
No. It's done. He'll be the Giants at best. He's done with the Jets.
No, they're in negotiations as we speak.
I've seen that he's leaving. I've seen that they're going to part ways. Any elaboration? I am listening.
Michael,
New York Giants, not the Jets. New York Giants are very interested
Giants
in Aaron, and they're willing to take on Aaron.
Okay, do it.
Well,
yeah,
okay.
They have the cap space. They feel like he is the best choice they have right now. Danny DeVito, is that his name? No, that's not Danny.
Wow, Tommy.
I know
Tommy DeVito. Yeah.
I be trying. I really be trying. You just have to do that shit. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, Michael, to respond to that, I think I heard something also. There's a quarterback from Pittsburgh that Giants are interested in. Also.
Yes. I did see that.
Now I did hear that. That to me that perked my ears, like, because I like him as a quarterback. I like both quarterbacks on the Pittsburgh Steelers and stuff. I think that would be interesting because he has interviewed. That's Russell Wilson there, of course.
Yes.
How do you guys feel about this individual right here that we see, Myles Garrett?
You got something on the bottom of that. I can't read the whole caption out.
Okay, I'll get that. The problem is if I do that, it'll stop sharing it.
Okay.
Just hit hide. There you go. I got to teach you what you taught me. Unbelievable. Keep going.
I thought that was a dead deal, that they came to some conclusion or something like that.
Well, Buffalo is very interested in having him.
Okay. Yep.
And they feel like he might be the missing piece they need.
Okay.
Buffalo is also very interested in acquiring a couple more receivers, either through the draft.
Why?
Because they feel like they need some more A game. They're missing pieces.
Helga,
and that's what I'm wondering.
Helga says hi on TikTok. She says, Michael.
Hi, Helga.
Hi, Helga.
He says, Michael. Rehab, what's good? Rehab is in the house, gentlemen.
Captain Rehab.
Greetings, Helga. Greetings.
We're always happy to see her.
We're happy to see everybody.
Yeah?
We're happy to see everybody. Let me be clear. But please continue before I start on my rant. Go ahead.
Oh. That's it.
Go on your rant.
NFL-wise.
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers, we don't know where he's going to go. Any of those New York teams would be good for him. Buffalo would probably take him to the Super Bowl. The Giants, he would make relevant, being that they look disheveled, and he could probably work that offense and make them look like the Packers did, in my opinion. He's done with the Jets. Okay. I talked to you about this yesterday, Rich. I don't know if you knew about this. Tyler Lockett was released from the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
DK Metcalf was seeking a trade as well.
I heard that. Yeah.
I'm predicting him trying to go to the Raiders with Pete Carroll.
Do you where he really wants to go?
No. Where?
Number one spot?
Where?
Bills.
Who?
Metcalf.
Oh Lord.
They want him, and he wants they right now it's a number thing. He'll go where the number is, unfortunately.
If they do that, that's your AFC Championship matchup. Bills, Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
If they do that, that is a Bills Chiefs AFC matchup. And that is going to be a problem right before the Super Bowl. Rehab, somebody said something about that. I forgot which one of the fellas said
that. Did you guys hear about Amari Cooper going to the Dallas?
Going back to Dallas?
Yeah.
Okay, let me go ahead and say this. Anybody going back to Dallas, it doesn't look like it's going to work, because Zeke went back to Dallas. It didn't work. Now he's on a practice squad in San Diego. Amari Cooper was at Dallas, was hurt, started getting relevant. They sent him to Cleveland. Now he's going to go back to Dallas. Why? Money. I get it. Money. Okay, fine. I don't know if they're going to do anything. I'm losing faith in Dallas. They were damn near there 2 seasons ago. Now they look like trash, quite frankly.
Rehab, shut up. So Mike Tomlin
Yes.
is now finally committing to Justin Fields.
Which might, you saying that, Michael, might indicate that Russell will be on his way out to the Giants.
The
It
Giants
says
are somewhere
secret
else.
gift. Justin Fields was overwhelmed with emotion when on his birthday, Mike Tomlin announced an important announcement and a gift up to $500,000 exclusively for the current team's top number 1 QB.
Nice. Nice.
There's not much choice right now. Do you know that?
As far as quarterbacks?
Yeah.
I tend to disagree.
There's a real shortage in this draft of good quarterbacks.
In the draft, maybe, but currently in the NFL, I tend to disagree. But I have to give you an aspect of relevance because even the quarterbacks that have been there, they're either staying where they're at or they don't want to go to any of the other locations. Now, when the draft comes in, the rookies that have been drafted, how many of them are still on the same teams after 3 seasons?
Good point.
Yeah.
So they're shuffling everybody. It's like people don't want to play the game or it's not going to work wherever they're going to. Trevor Lawrence, I got to grab something to drink. Mike, elaborate what you were telling me on about that yesterday to Rich, please, and get Rich's thoughts if you don't mind.
Sure, I would go for it. Go get a drink, and then I'll go get a drink. Rich, how are you? Let's talk about Oak Island.
I have watched that for a couple months now. I'm lost. Is the season still going? I've been.
So they've got the big cylinders now.
Okay, that's the last. So they were getting ready to insert the.
They're like a small. They're about the size of a room.
They're probably almost. SpaceX.
Yes.
It's a little bit bigger, but it's a big cylinder they're sticking into the ground.
That is such a good analogy between that. I would totally agree with that. Have you heard about they still believe that they know exactly where the treasure was. They just don't know if the treasure is still there.
Well, you got to realize this Mother Earth that we live on.
Yeah.
That's things that are in the ground. They have a tendency of shifting around as far as that goes over the years. So we're talking a couple hundred years. And they talk about the vault. I can't think of the name of the vault and where this treasure is supposed. Because it seems like they were able to take a piece of fiber that had a letter on it and some old concrete stuff. So there's these little indications saying there's something under there. And it's not like they can just dig everything up, even though that's been tried once before. I think back in the early 60s, there's a gentleman that just excavated the crap out of it. So they're actually what they're doing. The brothers they're actually GPSing all the various points and stuff like that. So it's almost a remapping Oak Island again.
Yeah.
That because it was raked over by previous searchers. But I think there's something. I really think there's something because it's just indications where they tease you with when they had that sampling of the water with there's gold and silver.
High concentrations.
Exactly.
Gold and silver. Yeah.
That's coming from somewhere. So it maybe it might be one gold coin that's down there that's causing that, but they're trying to check it out, and
they're saying it's truckloads. If they have that kind of percentage in the water, it's like a truckload of gold.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. The one scientist there that does all that ground analysis that stated that, so that it was very high. And when you get real world actual scientists that are accredited and all that making those type of it's like there's something down there. We
should tell them what we're talking about. We're talking about Oak Island.
Oh, please go. We've been meaning to do this for a minute. This is overdue. You gentlemen.
Yeah, the hidden treasure that
y'all are good.
These two brothers, especially one of the two brothers, they've been fascinated since kids. I can remember the article. I'm not sure if it was in Reader's Digest or the Boy Scouts used to have this monthly.
You're right. It was Reader's Digest.
Was it? Okay, I remember reading that as a kid because my mother she always got Reader's Digest, and I remember looking at that, and that fascinated me. I remember the original.
That was the internet.
Yeah, the
Reader's Digest was the internet back then. Exactly. It was little samplings, so you didn't have to read the whole book. Exactly. You could do the book in about I don't know, 20 pages.
Yeah, that and the Farmer's Almanac. Oh God, I'm
The
18.
Farmer's Almanac. Holy smokes!
You might be old if
Yes.
You remember the Farmer's Almanac paper.
you might be a little old if you know that.
No, it's still a good show. They've had some spin-offs of it as far as that goes, and it's just interesting because they're using technology in what they're doing there now, and that I just find that it used to be they've got the laboratory right there to analyze these. Where before they used to take it to that one university up in Nova Scotia, Fairfax.
Right.
I'm not sure what the university was, but they had a high-end laboratory there to analyze stuff, and that was always interesting.
So if I rifle some names off, are you guys okay to just because we are fantasy football as well?
Yes.
Right.
And I don't want us to lose our way with that. And
we never will. They got to catch up to us. I'm saying it right now across the whole internet. Y'all got to catch up to us. Go, Mike, go. What?
Feel the love there. Did you feel that? Okay, so I'm just going to show you something here that I've got. And I'm just curious of how you feel about it. Have you guys tried Grok 3?
3?
Is 3? Football, not Grok. You said football, not Grok, but go ahead.
No, but you know where I'm doing.
Yes.
You know where I'm going.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Grok 3 is here. Okay, I didn't see that. Okay, they got. I just. Saw, yep. I haven't tried that yet. No. That's pretty interesting. Okay.
Okay. Just 1 second here. I'm going to do a fresh search. All right.
This is hilarious.
There we go. We got
it. Like broadcasting off the cuff, just so everybody knows.
This is what we do. This is roll with it.
This is what we do. This is what we do.
This is what we did back in the Haps days.
Damn right, Rich. You damn
it's the
right.
Haps days. And, we can almost call this if we want, the Haps Corner.
There you go. That's what you. That's
good.
Thank you.
That's good.
Thank you.
We're on the corner of Haps.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Used to do it.
We've been waiting on this show for the longest. Ladies and gentlemen, Rich was supposed to start this 1.5 years ago.
Yes.
He couldn't get everybody together.
I had one pilot broadcast on this as
well. Yeah, he couldn't get everybody together. I'll take some of the heat due to what I had going on. Damn it, we coming back. Rich, you coming back with that, Rich. You are coming back with that.
What it was is, remember in Haps, everybody would have their own broadcast, so you bounce around. We don't have that anymore. We don't look at it's. Haps was an enclosed, encapsulated live streaming platform. You had all these people broadcasting within it, so you could hop around and stuff like that. We don't have a lot of people broadcasting. I think a person you both know, and she just started rebroadcasting Space Gal and stuff. So
there are 30 people from Haps that are still broadcasting right now because I'm still following each and every last one.
How many are broadcasting?
30.
Wow. Well, other than us 3 here, Smoke.
There's 27 more. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Smoke.
I give you the 3 of us.
Right. Okay.
I give you Smoke.
Right.
Takara's doing her broadcast with her husband. God bless that union.
Oh, okay.
They are adorable with it. Information Man still doing his thing. Space Gal does her thing. Helen still does her show. Jeremy Stoltz does his.
But the thing is, Tony, they're all doing it, but it's all, we're independent dots to where in Haps.
We've always been independent, quite frankly.
No, I think we're more of a community when we're on the Haps platform.
Now, here's what's scary, Rich. The bulk of us are still on YouTube and Twitch and won't do it together. That's what drives me nuts. The bulk of us can still follow each other, subscribe to each other, and be there in each other's broadcasts on 2 platforms and won't damn do it. That's what pisses me off. And I'll say that I've been saying that for the almost 3 years that Haps has been down. May 5th will be 3 years.
Right, 3 years coming up, yeah.
I see you there, Sally. I see you.
As much as people love Blab, Miss Blab, love Periscope, Miss Periscope, nobody misses Haps. I'll be damned. I still do.
Yeah.
I still do. And I'm grateful to all. I'm grateful to the both of you. I'm grateful to Ted, Smoke, Brian, JoJo. All of us that still follow each other, support each other. Rehab, one of my day ones forever.
Yeah.
I started coming up here.
Yeah. He's a favorite of the missus now. You know that, Tony? He's almost.
Yeah, because he's starting to show up. I'm on his ass. Don't be taking my place, son. I'm going to teach you about that. Now, quite frankly, I want to throw this out there. I've been on Nonsensical Nonsense.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about Glick and the gang.
Forgot about Glick and them. Blaze is doing his show. We did the movie trivia night last week before. We actually had fun with it.
True.
There are a ton of us on 2 platforms alone, YouTube and Twitch. And I'm throwing this out there. This is where I start going off the cuff. We're on 2 platforms alone, and pretty much 3. Rick Costa's still doing his thing daily.
Rick, yes, okay. Yep, I stand corrected.
Daily. Jimmy Chicagoland is still doing his stuff every week. And we're not there for each other, which is, and I'm going to go ahead and say bullshit. We're costing each other money by not watching our own replays, not being in each other's broadcasts, not following each other, not making all of us each of ourselves affiliate on Twitch alone. On Twitch alone.
Agree. Yeah.
100%. Mike was the biggest one. I'm cutting y'all off. I'm sorry. You just wait one damn minute.
I can wait.
This is where I get in the most trouble. And this is where people tell me to calm down. This is where people tell me not to worry about it. But
you're passionate.
Your mindset is costing us money when we should all be working together the way the rest of the world is.
Right.
Mike's in Canada. I'm in the United States in Georgia, and Rich is in New York. The 3 of us are right here, right now, while the rest of y'all sitting here trying to figure out what the fuck to do when all you had to do was be here.
Yeah. Dunika says hi.
This morning, hang on, Mike. I'm sorry. This morning is a Sunday morning. Most people are in church. I will not use this time frame against the people who go to church.
Yeah.
I understand that when I do my show. Other times during the day, people got families going on. People got lives going on. People got to take their own mental time. I fully understand that. But trust me, each and every last one of you, for when you are bored, what you all don't realize, sometimes when you see me looking at the news while we're up here talking, I'm also listening to our broadcast every day.
Yep, same here. Yeah.
How many of you could say the same about listening to any and everybody else's when you want people to watch yours?
Well,
you want people to like, follow, and share. Stop it. You want people to like, follow, share, subscribe, be a part of yours, but you don't watch theirs.
Well, the thing is, you don't know. Like for me, I don't. It may not be convenient.
Donika, how you doing, Donika? Thank you for being here.
Like I watch a lot of Michael's on replay, yours on replay, especially when you got those freaking late night ones and stuff like that with JoJo and Brian and stuff. That's an automatic replay because that's too late. So the replays. And I just say that's where I get the majority of my content when I'm watching and stuff. Like if I'm on the go.
It's difficult, even for me at work, and I'll even jump in and just say hi to Rich in the morning.
Yep, you do. Yeah, and I appreciate that.
When Mike does his, I try to jump in and say hi. I haven't called Mike
yesterday.
Yeah, I do jump in. I'll come in and say
hi. Yesterday.
Good replay.
The least you can do is let people know that the notification went out, which should. Y'all getting on my. I gotta. Let me stop. Okay. Mike,
Om Universe, thank you for being here. Consciousness Creation, thank you for being here. I'm noticing you here.
While we're at it, let me do this too, please. Gentlemen, if you're on platforms and we don't see any comments, shout them out. Rich, keep your eyes on Rumble. And
happy Sunday, everybody.
Mike, keep your eyes on Facebook for me. I got the others, and LinkedIn, if you don't mind. Mike, watch Facebook and LinkedIn. Rich, I need you to watch TikTok and Rumble, if you can.
Well, I don't have TikTok up. I'm sorry, I haven't really fired up the TikTok here.
I got TikTok up, so okay, don't worry about that. If you can watch Rumble, if we get any comments, shout the people out.
On my other channel, the Fireman Rich channel, instead of the broadcast.
Mike, put that back up there. I wasn't.
I want to bring something up just for a second.
Okay, go.
It's important.
I had to finish my rant. I almost.
No, that's okay. It's okay.
That's classic, Tony.
You all run your mouth on your broadcast and say what you want. I'm gonna do the same damn thing. Yeah, and I got on my damn nerves. I've been calm for about 3 years, almost 4. I joined the Hats folks 4 years ago. It's been 3 years I've been doing this, and I've been trying to keep my cool. But a lot of y'all like to run your mouth, see what you want to do, wonder why nobody's there. I'm telling you exactly what the hell's wrong with y'all. Go ahead.
Okay, so we are currently. You ready for this?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is how much our show has grown over the years. We are on YouTube.
Yes.
Facebook.
Yes.
LinkedIn.
Yes.
Twitch.
Yes.
X.
Yes.
TikTok.
Yes.
Some little platform called Rumble.
Watch your mouth.
And Kick.
There you go.
We are on Kick right now. So if you're on Kick, I'm ready to kick.
You got your eyes on Kick. I got
Kick
my eyes
is
on
huge
TikTok.
in Canada, by the way.
Yeah, you told me that yesterday. Rich, you need to know that too, please.
Oh, I've been on Kick for a couple of years now. I don't think it's a spinoff from Twitch, and it's an okay program. Rumble is better. Rumble is contending more with YouTube, and probably is a little bit better than Twitch right now. It depends on the gaming thing and stuff like that. because Twitch.
Tony is in a boat right now. That's why we're seeing the
But
waves.
Kick is all right. I had some problems with Kick. Kick is worse. I used to broadcast. I used to have 7 platforms in the studio.
Yes, you did. Rich was a beast who put me on Rumble. Rich, I am grateful to you. I don't know if you noticed it. I did put Rumble.
But Restream is just as good. So let's put that out there because
Restream is the business. Restream, I thank you for your platform, for your plan. I have not had much of a complication with Restream.
And Mike keeps us updated on that. But Kick is okay. I really, compared to the other platform, I mean, Facebook. I'm not really a Facebook fan, but I broadcast on Facebook. You got to manually start it and all that when you do that. But I've gotten more interaction on the Facebook than Kick is okay. I think it depends on what you're broadcasting. There's an interest there, but I think it's an up and coming. I'm not going to say it's a bad platform. I think it's an okay platform, but it has potential to grow a lot better than where it is now.
Here's the thing that we don't realize, Fireman Rich, and I knew this at the Christmas party when I told you about this, when they were mentioning your name, basically saying you're the only one that was sane, and Tony and I were not sane, and I was okay. But I was like, they know his name? I'm like, but these people lurk. They don't leave comments. They just watch.
I thank every last one of them for doing that.
Yeah, no, I know that, but we never know who's watching.
Never. I've been telling you that forever. Now you're listening.
Yeah,
look at him.
I've been telling you that forever. Now you're listening. You'll be sitting there like, nobody's paying attention to us. Don't worry about that.
We were doing fantasy football, and then we went from that to Haps to hell.
Yeah, all that. All that in a bowl of grits. Rich was talking.
No, you're good. You guys are good. It's good.
I'm on a rant, Rich. I apologize.
I that's why I took that Haps thing. I think I triggered you.
Put it back up there. I want it back up there.
Okay, I got it. It's right here.
I want it back up there. We got to use that. We're going to use it. Yeah.
It's the top 100. I thought it would spawn some conversation.
Yeah.
They've got Jamar Chase as number 1. I don't know if that's true.
Ooh.
And they got Saquon at 2.
Barkley? Wow.
Mike, zoom in on that a little bit, please.
And Justin Jeffries.
How do I do that, bud?
When you look on the screen, look on your top right of your screen and see if you can zoom in to make that print a little bit bigger. I got the print maximized and it's still kind of tight.
Under your if you're using Chrome, click on the 3 dots to the upper right hand to get your set. And then you have a plus. You have right about halfway, you'll have zoom plus or minus 100%. I'll give you the percentage. You should be able to zoom it in that way. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to. Yeah, you should be able to scroll it. But
I got it here.
I can read it. It's just small.
There you go. Right there. There you go. Then you can scroll it up. There you go. That's No, back it out one more.
Yeah, my glasses work. You can come back out.
There you go. That's good. There you go.
Good.
Yeah.
You should be able to scroll it.
Vicky on TikTok, thank you for coming through. Who's watching us on Kick, Mike?
There you go. There you go, Mike. Great.
So Joe Mixon, is he going to be worthy of 21?
What
Derrick Henry at 20 at fantasy
what's
football.
this listing again, Michael?
Fantasy football.
That's blasphemy. Let's go back to the top. Let's
go to the top.
Yeah.
Why do you want to read what it says here?
Still,
can you read that, or you want me to read it?
I got it. As of March 9th, 2025, the 2025 NFL fantasy football season is still in its early stages.
They're focusing on points,
subject to change due to free agency, the NFL draft, and other offseason developments. However, based on available expert analyses and projections, I can provide a synthesized top 100 list for 2025 football rankings focusing on a PPR, points per reception, format, which is commonly used. This list is a composite derived from various early rankings and insights from sources like Fantasy Pros, NBC Sports, ESPN, FTN Fantasy, Yahoo Sports, The Athletic, and others. Big ups for that. Adjusted for current sentiment and player performance trends from the 2024 season. Note that the rookies, e.g. Ashton Gianti, Titioro McMillan, are not yet included in exact positions since their landing spots are unknown pre-draft. Fact, but they are noted where they might fit based on early projections. So this isn't just any one position. This is all positions.
Yes.
Outstanding.
Top 100 for fantasy football.
Okay, now that makes sense. When they say all positions, that's why they're so low on the numbers. Please continue.
Yes. Yeah, but if you look there, Bijan Robinson always gets points in fantasy. Always. He has a
what's
record
crazy?
of being
I
very
don't
consistent.
even think he had the best season last season. They still got him ranked up there. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. He's ahead currently of Justin Jefferson, and this changes daily. This list.
You see where
every
they said
day.
about number 4? That is so damn accurate.
You know
You
what?
think so?
Elite wide receiver despite quarterback uncertainty. Absolutely correct. I like that.
Look at Puka Nacua at 8.
Yeah.
Malik Neighbors, soon to have Aaron Rodgers as his quarterback.
You know, based on
Unbelievable.
this list, 2 of your players are top 10, Mike.
Yeah.
2 of your players, Puka Nacua and Devon Chain. You love those guys.
Yeah.
You know what's also missing from this list?
Go.
You know, they have the name and they have the little highlight.
I got to get a coffee. You guys good?
But,
Yeah, go.
the total number of points that they're looking at that places them on that list that they get per game.
They're doing a combination of all of it across all positions.
No, I'm just saying on the list that they had a number off to the left. This is the number that they're looking at that what they described in the initial narrative, and then they come up with the total points that they get per game, or what they average per game, I guess.
Yes.
Or something like that.
Brees Hall, that's a high number for him.
Yeah.
He's a great running back, but he doesn't get the ball enough. So I'm glad they're ranking his performance more than just his numbers. See, I can respect this list by what they're looking at. Brock Bowers is up there. We talked about him a lot last season. Josh Jacobs is up there.
Oh, okay. Brees Hall, young star with RB1 upside despite down in 2024. Okay. All right. So there is a little of an opinion on this as far as that goes on some of the
They're looking at the whole picture.
Yeah. The big picture. Yeah, exactly.
Yes. And that's I see what they're doing here. Mike, hurry up because you got to scroll the screen and we can't do it if you go on. Trying to get a damn.
Oh, you don't have control. Oh, you wouldn't have because that means you have control of the thing there. So
unbelievable. I'm loving this Haps corner, by the way. Yeah, you got to stick with that. Holy smokes, you
it's just sitting in the queue there and stuff. So I figured to throw it up there because
dude, if that doesn't work to bring everybody together, nothing will.
The original game plan of using this was to do a Friday night show. I was looking at a Friday night show just to hang out. Hey, just come up and general, like what we're doing now, just general chit chat. Wherever the conversation goes, sort of like what Glick. Well, what Glick does in Nonsensical Network on Saturday, we were doing that on Haps all the time. So he's just continuing it.
And he really is.
Yeah,
he really is.
He's like the true version of Haps where he just continues, brings people up. And I guess it's where Haps, it wasn't really a challenge. It's just like, I always look forward to yours or Michael's, and I knew I would, be able to come up and stuff like that. And, we don't really have that. That's what's missing, I guess. That's the thing I miss about Haps is that type of that community involvement stuff.
I miss the hell out of it. I'm very guilty of missing the hell out of it. I really am. It was so much I was getting out of it, especially with what I was going through at that time.
Right.
Nick is carrying it on. You're correct. Carmen's doing it as well with her and Rick. She's got a cousin up there that shows up. She's got her friends that show up. She was trying to do interviews and guests. So I did love that. Glick's shooting it off the cuff. Carmen tried to organize it. I was trying to keep a format and then do roundtables with everybody based on current. It wasn't so much just kicking it.
Well, and then there's some people that can't because they got other things and other real life things like Ted. He used to be every Thursday night, so we know he's busy and stuff like that. So when real world takes over and stuff.
Yes.
So Fireman Rich, did you hear about the little bit of the controversy with James Cook where he wants to be paid more and they don't want to pay him more?
What's that? He's Buffalo.
He's the running back that did that stretch out, beautiful move.
Honest with you, Michael, I don't really in the off season. I don't really put any weight in that. That's between them and the owner and stuff. So for me to make like that's good or bad, that's his business. We're hearing about it in the news and stuff, which is good to keep up on because that as a fan, you want to know if you're the players that you like, are they going to stay on the team that you really like?
Right.
So and they have that. We've seen it many times where players want more money and all that. And as far as that goes, the thing I'm interested in is as far as with the Jets, because I've mentioned this guy's name before, and that is Andrea Martinez, who is still a Jet quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Now, last season he was on the practice squad, but I don't know if you can bring this up, Tony.
Yes, put it up there. I got you.
Yeah, let me
share. I'll put it up for
This
you.
was January. I think I might have brought this up on a previous Bell Kings Fantasy Football show, but this is who the Jets has signed back in January. And as far as potential players to come onto that team, this is 10 players. And Andrea Martinez, for the people that are watching, he used to be in the UFL. He was in the USFL. Then he was in the first year of the UFL, where they for the Birmingham Stallions, who are the champions for the UFL.
Yes, they are.
And this guy, this guy is a great quarterback. And I'm just surprised that when they had the woes with Aaron Rodgers, they didn't bring him off the practice squad. I don't know what the mechanics is. It might be more money or something like that. But he's still with the Jets, and he was a damn good quarterback in the UFL. One of the guys I keyed in when I started following it. Now it's a new season coming up this month. At the end of this month, March 28th is the first for the spring season, and I don't know jack about any of the players, so I'm not like
it's too early. It's too early right now.
Well, it's just like the NFL. You get all these players coming in, new players. You and Michael are very astute on the names and stuff. And it seems like every year I go back to square one, especially with the NFL and stuff like that. But what is it? Martinez, though, he let's see if I won't bring this up, but it's the narrative of this guy.
Sonia over there on TikTok. How you doing, lady?
But he's you can add him to the list. He's an NBA. He played for Nebraska football, so he's got he's a former Husker and Kansas City State quarterback, and was one of 10 players signed by the Jets after spending the 2024 season as a member of the practice squad. So that statement right there, does that mean he's coming off the practice squad?
Martinez, we won't know until it happens.
Well, that's the thing. Martinez, he was a key cog in the preseason. When he played preseason, he's undefeated. Every game he played in preseason last year, but then again, that's preseason. But
that's preseason, exactly.
But he played great, throwing for 270 yards and no interceptions on an average for the most part. But again, he was previously a member of the United States Football League, Birmingham Stallions, spending 2024 spring season before he went to the Jets. He was the most valuable player.
18
championship. He had 1,749 passing yards, 15 touchdowns for the season, while leading the UFL league with 500. This guy can run 528. So this guy reminds me of Josh Allen.
Gotcha.
He has that type of style, where it's a Josh Allen. And as far as that goes, where a lot of people they like comparing Aaron Rodgers. He's almost like who was the Dolphin there that never got a Super Bowl?
Dan Marino.
Yeah, Dan Marino. I saw something where they matched up. We always think it's Dan Marino with the stats, but when you put him up, Dan Marino is about a notch below Aaron Rodgers on the overall standing. So I think when he didn't win a Super Bowl, he's where Aaron Rodgers, he's won a few there with the Green Bay Packers.
Gotcha.
So just in conclusion, I'm not trolling the guy, but I like this guy. I've seen him play. I'd like to see him play in a regular NFL game. And preseason, he looks good. He has all the skills, and I think he might be a diamond in the rough to where the Jets, if they let, even if he comes up as a backup and they throw him in there, he might show potential. It's just like look how long Tom Brady sat on the sideline. Then when he finally got his chance, Bledsoe went down. He just went forward and he never turned back.
Nope.
How about Drake May this year, guys? I think this is going to be a good year for Drake May.
We're going to see. We got to see how it goes.
I think he'll help the Patriots. If the Patriots get a couple pieces,
he's in place to do what I do.
He played good this last season.
Yes, he did.
They also have the highest amount of space in the cap. They have 125 million they can spend.
Right.
We'll leave the door open for a lot of people to go over there. What you got here?
Well, we'll scroll it up here for you because that's what we do here. We're all about Aaron Rodgers.
I see you over there, Rich.
Well, we're talking football, so
we're talking everything. Let's go.
Rumors, very possible QB signing Giants.
That's interesting.
So he didn't want to be away too far from Rich because he's been deeply affected by what he said over the last year or two. And he has now got a fire in his belly to prove to everyone that he still has it. And he was talking about that the other day, that don't underestimate me. I'm healed up. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. He is still slow.
I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with y'all.
He's still slow. Let's be real. Nobody can throw a...
If he has the tools, though, Michael, if he has the receivers that he can pass to and the receivers catch, that's the thing. He can get the ball, but the Jets have to have those receivers that can because there was a number of games that Aaron was in. He threw great passes, but the receivers just didn't catch the freaking ball.
They dropped them.
So, yeah, they dropped it, and a lot of times they almost throw that back to the quarterback, and it's not really
not necessarily entirely true.
Yeah, exactly.
In all honesty.
So we always talk about this each year. It's really early. I still think Philly has a good chance to win this year.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Go ahead, because I got something I got to add.
Okay, good. And I still think the Chiefs are in it. I know Buffalo's in it. No matter what the pieces are, as long as they have Josh and he's healthy. Now, if they could get Devontae or somebody or Metcalf, like that would help. And if Keon matures and does well this year, we'll see. But Amari Cooper looks like he's leaving. So that unfortunately didn't work out.
Guess who's about to go to the Commanders?
He's already there, isn't he, Debo?
Debo Samuel. That is a monster plus.
Yes.
The Commanders. Eagles are number one in the NFC right now. We're going to have a tie between the Rams and the Commanders next season. Both teams healthy. San Francisco has to reinvigorate themselves to get back in the top four. And I will say top four because if they're running on all cylinders, they should be number two. But without Debo Samuel, I can't put them there. Debo was there with them for a couple of Super Bowls.
49ers got a fifth round pick for the trade.
Right. They need a healthy CMC. They need a healthy Ayuk.
You know, the Bosa brothers are together now.
Yeah.
Did you see that? That's significant.
Yeah.
Chargers let him go because they didn't want to pay him that kind of money. And that's what happens. If you make too much money,
they drop him. Yes.
And that's the thing with these contracts, right? Guaranteed 57 million. Contract is 250. If they don't like your performance and they don't feel like they're getting
cap space. It's more cap space than that, I think.
Well, they don't want to overspend. Let's be real.
Well, they don't want to put
they're businessmen. If they feel like they can get two really good players for that kind of money that aren't old, and a lot of teams get emotional and sign stupid contracts.
Well, here's what's crazy too. Dak redid his contract so him and CD can stay together.
Yeah.
CD Lamb. Yeah. I did see that. T. Higgins, I think they're still working on his, right? Or they put the franchise tag on him.
Yeah.
And that irritated a few people.
Metcalf would be great with the Cowboys. He would. He
Dude.
would take some of the heat off of CD Lamb. And CD Lamb says we need more key players. I can't do it all myself.
He's not doing it by himself because Turpin has stepped up.
Right.
And I will say that Turpin was doing good. And Turpin was getting numbers last season.
Turpin, though, reminds me of Shakir with Buffalo. He's good. He's a solid receiver.
Yes.
But he isn't an A caliber. He's great. He's tricky.
I wouldn't say that. Him and Tony Pollard were great number twos, if you will.
Oh, you know Tony Pollard was amazing.
He was amazing as number two. Then he was number one. He did great. Turpin could be up there. But the two of them together are phenomenal. If Metcalf were to Dallas, which would be insanity for that offense.
Speaking of backs, is Isaiah done or is he just hurt?
Isaiah who?
Pacheco.
Oh, he's just hurt.
He's just hurt?
Everybody in Kansas City will come back.
I think Fireman Rich has to go.
No, he doesn't have to go. He just responded.
He's the first response.
He is the first response. Everybody in Kansas City should be back except for Kelsey, pending his health. Kelsey will probably come back because there will be too much of a demand for his presence on the field. In Kansas City Chiefs, I don't think they'll be the same without him on the field. I don't think they'll be Super Bowl caliber. They'll be seen as less than without Kelsey because he was such a security blanket for that offense, if you will. And
so Fireman Rich looks like he has 2 sets of headphones on. Do you have 2 sets of headphones on?
You stay on topic. You stay on topic. We got 9 minutes left. You stay on topic.
I got these, and I got I always have earbuds underneath just to get the.
Our audience wants to know if he has cotton balls in his ears or another set.
These are Bluetooth earbuds, so I can.
This is the stuff that will keep them up all night, Tony.
No.
Did you know nonsensical nonsense? We were talking about you last night in your headphones.
Why must?
Oh, you're talking about my new headphones. These.
Yes, he has a white set.
I see that. Jeff does. Yeah.
And they were saying it looked like the Spice Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff, I guess he was impressed with mine that he went out and bought a new pair.
They sound great.
And the thing is, I think his are like mine. Mine are, they're not an expensive pair, but they're noise canceling, and they're primarily for gaming, to where I play a particular game that you have to be able to listen to the sound around you.
I want Tony to get a pair of the Spice Girls headphones.
Spice
Girls. They're free, aren't they? He said he got them for free, Fireman Rich. Did you get yours for free, or did you pay for them?
Oh, no, I paid for mine. I don't know. He must have got
some deal with his internet service.
Or
he's telling stories.
No. These are like $35. They're but they got a good review. And I was looking at something that was noise canceling and for gaming, and it works out. I could go either or, but when I'm in this type of format with you all, or the Wednesday, Friday morning coffee, I like this as far as just a straight up.
Lady TG over there on TikTok. Thank you for coming through. How you doing, lady?
Tony, what is your setup for those who want to know?
My laptop, the microphone, and the speaker.
Okay, I'm currently currently in Cambridge right now, and I'm using the Nexigo, my B-grade computer.
Cambridge, or Cambridge, UK?
No, Cambridge in Ontario.
Thank you for the likes, everybody on TikTok.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a Cambridge in Canada. Really.
Yeah, there's a Cambridge in Ontario. It's very nice, quiet place.
Yeah.
So we also have an older Fifine that I used to use back in the day with Haps, and it still works, as you can hear. But Tony, thank you for doing what you do, man. We really do appreciate it.
Y'all. You all are carrying me. Everybody who checks us out helps me do it again. So I'm grateful to each and every last one of y'all.
The camera I'm using right now was recommended by Michael, and I'm still using it from Ham.
Gotcha. I see you, Lady TG. Thank you for coming through over there on TikTok. Thank you for the likes and all that good stuff. Mike, you was helping me do this in the very beginning. You was pushing me to be a broadcaster. I'm running a lot of what you did, and I'm running a lot off of the audience we had on Haps. So all of you are carrying me, and I appreciate that. Seriously.
You're insanely gifted at this. I've always said that.
You told me that. I didn't think I was, and
you are. You are.
Hey, Sonya, thank you for the gift, Sonya.
And Fireman Rich is only gotten better over the last 3 years.
Well, my thing about us doing this if you like to talk, you like to have a conversation, why not live stream?
Exactly.
That's what it's all about. The basic, you're having fun and you're having a good conversation. You know, we talk to our chat and stuff like that. And for me, that's a big thing on the broadcast that I do. Now, there's sometimes when I'm just doing gaming. I like gaming. I like to show people, hey, this is a game I'm playing, and this is why I like it. And the same thing when I do the SpaceX launches. I'm a space nut. I want to show that I'm enthused about that. So if you're enthused about something, express it. And the best way to express it, I think, is live streaming and such.
And Rich always keeps a format. Him and Ted, a couple guys that kept a format. Randy used to keep a format. Revolution Beginnings used to keep a format. I had to build my own. And you all, I can't emphasize how much having an audience matters. And I got spoiled with that from Haps. People being there, people reacting. Those of us going back and forth, not necessarily arguing, but just going back and forth with conversation, going back and forth with information from different aspects. All of that mattered. And that's how we was carrying. That's how I tried to carry it. So, like I said, I'm grateful to each and every last one of y'all. I am about to drop down because I got to get some breakfast. I'm about to get hungry.
Perfect. I love it.
Rich, I appreciate you. Mike, I appreciate you. Rehab.
Can I do one plug for myself? I'm so close.
Yes, go.
Close to 5,000 followers on YouTube. I'm short about 10. So if you guys can help me, anybody, please. I think I need 10 or 12 more. And I hit the 5,000 threshold. I can remember being on Haps going, God, it'd be nice to have 2,000.
I can remember being on Haps thinking I was never going to get any views.
No, but I mean on YouTube. I was at 1,000 going, I would love to have 2,000 followers. And just know that if you keep at anything, you get that spiraling kind of downhill growth.
Yes.
And once you go to 5 and you get some momentum, you go to 10. And then sometimes, like one of the guys that I follow was living in a van 6 years ago, had like 500 followers. He now has 300,000 followers.
Ooh.
And he is making a living. He's now living out of a warehouse that he owns.
A warehouse.
Wow.
And it's decked out with all these, and he helps fellow vanners go to a place where they can get their work done cheaply and they can work on it.
I like that.
That's cool.
Like that. Ladies and gentlemen, 5-Man Richard, the Morning Coffee, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, Rumble Studio. He multi-streams from Rumble Studio out to all the other platforms. Rich, appreciate you.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you.
My man, Michael Bafford's down there. Hashtag shout MGB all over the place on all platforms. Check him out. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know where I'm at. This is how you follow me. I'm trying to get my numbers up on all these platforms. I thank everybody on each and every platform. I thank everybody who checks the replays. I thank everybody who watches because these guys are here and they're checking out what we do together. I am grateful for the entire audience because I don't do this just to do this. I do this to grow an audience. And I thank all of the people who are here participating. Lady TG and Sonya over there on TikTok. Thank y'all for coming through. Helga was here. Kalila was there. Anybody on any other platform that I missed, I apologize. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We will be back. We will be around. We don't just talk football. We talk about everything. I tend to do my own every now and then. Random Rick is in the house. Appreciate you coming through because I'm going to drop this down because I am getting hungry. It's almost noon. It's a Sunday. There's nothing else on TV. So people need to get stuff done. Go enjoy the weather. Get out.
Captain Rehab. Thank you, buddy.
All that.
Thanks, Captain.
Stuff. We will catch you all later. Rich is going to do Haps Corner. If he don't do UFL, he's going to do Haps Corner soon. Put the word out to any and everybody on Haps. We need a reunion, no argument. We need a non-argument reunion. Conversation, non-argument.
Smash that like button. I like that.